Past week in AI has been absolutely insane, and all of it is building up for some massive new launches that are coming up very soon. With Google I/O coming up right around the corner, we're starting to see early signs of Gemini 3.2 Flash, which is reportedly being A/B tested right now. And it's very likely that it is going to be dropping before the conference, which is setting up a stage for a much larger flagship reveal, potentially being the Gemini 3.5 or even the Gemini 4.0 series. But that's not all. A major breakthrough just happened in the large scale AI space, where a company called SubQ introduced the first model built on a fully subquadratic sparse attention architecture, which basically means that we're now looking at a frontier model that is capable of handling a 12 million token context window. That's completely a different type of scale of reasoning and memory. On the OpenAI side, they've dropped the GPT-5.5 Instant, which is a faster, more efficient version of their flagship model that's optimized for real-time use while still maintaining strong intelligence. Meanwhile, Anthropic is pushing hard into the enterprise space, rolling out with their new financial focus capabilities that could realistically replace a lot of entry-level analyst workflows. And of course, Google has been shipping nonstop, making Gemma 4 much faster, updating Google AI Studio, expanding Gemini Omni, where they are also improving NotebookLM to have many more new capabilities and much more. So there's a lot to cover, so let's simply just dive into it all. Before we jump in, allow me to introduce today's video sponsor, Zapier. Zapier agents are like having AI-powered teammates that just handle things across 9,000 plus apps while you focus on what actually matters. One of my favorite agents right now is the Outreach agent. It automatically finds qualified leads from a Notion database, enriches their info with LinkedIn data, and sends out personalized emails, all without me lifting a single finger. No more copying and pasting or juggling tabs. It handles everything end to end. And the thing is, I didn't code a single thing. I just used a pre-built agent template, and Zapier's got a whole catalog of them. Think of sales call analysis agents, viral content agents, support ticket handling, all plug and play and easily accessible. For me, it's the peace of mind, knowing that my calendar is under control, my prep is done, and I didn't even lift a finger. That's what Zapier does best. It disappears into your workflow until you can't imagine working without it. Want to try it? Head over to the Zapier's website link that I'll leave in the description below to build your own AI-powered dream team totally for free. To get things started, I recently made a video on a new Gemini Flash variant being tested in Arena, and it honestly was pretty impressive. But since then, things have escalated pretty fast because as we're getting closer to the Google I/O conference, Google isn't just testing one model anymore. They're testing multiple new variants, and some of them are reportedly even better than the one that I had previously showcased. We have 4 new checkpoints. We have Ajax, we have Hercules, we have Hector, and Orpheus. All are actively being A/B tested right now through Anti-Gravity, Arena, as well as their Google AI Studio and even the Gemini app. And what's really interesting is that on my X, you might have seen my tweet where I had talked about a Gemini 3.1 or Gemini 3.2 update potentially dropping before the Google I/O conference. The idea actually gained a lot more weight when a few Google product leads went ahead and liked my tweet, which is obviously a pretty strong signal that something along those lines is happening. Not just that, the Gemini 3.2 Flash was actually spotted inside the iOS Gemini app for some users, which further hints at an early rollout already progressing. So when you combine all of these leaks, the A/B testing, the internal signals, and early app sightings, it really looks like Google is preparing to ship something before the main event, not just at it. Now, this upcoming Gemini 3.2 Flash looks like it's a big step because it is something that is positioned as an all rounded model, combining the Flash level speed with reasoning closer to the Gemini 3.1 Pro, which is a major shift. It's also reportedly has a January 2026 knowledge cutoff, and there have been many leaks around the pricing where it is stated to be 25 cents per 1 million input tokens and $2 per 1 million output tokens with improved grounding and search capabilities for more reliable answers. And timing wise, everything is still pointing at a May rollout, whether that is in the Google I/O conference or a couple weeks ahead, like I talked about. And I gotta say, the intelligence is truly incredible. We're getting pro level intelligence at flash speeds. Next, as we head into the Google I/O conference, there is another huge leak, and this is a new Omni model that is reportedly being tested inside Gemini for video generation. A leaked line from the UI says, "Start with an idea or try a template powered by Omni." That is interesting because Omni seems to be closely tied to Toucan, an internal codename linked to Google's current video system powered by Veo. If this turns out to be real, this could mean Google is preparing to launch a fully multimodal Omni model with native video output, potentially outperforming current systems like Veo 3.1. But obviously, this is all speculation. But if it lands, Gemini could be becoming the first top tier Omni model that can generate videos natively. And yeah, that would be a massive deal. If you want the best AI tools, workflows, and drops before everyone else, join my free newsletter with the link in the description below, which is completely free. On the topic of Google, something more subtle but important just happened, and this is where they quietly shut down Project Mariner, the web browsing AI agent they showcased at Google I/O last year. But this isn't a step back, because it looks like Google is shifting focus forwards to a 24/7 AI personal agent inside the Gemini app itself, something far more powerful and persistent. So they didn't just kill it, they're actually re evolving it. Next up is a massive breakthrough for large language model architectures with SubQ. They've introduced the first model built on a fully subquadratic sparse attention architecture, along with a 12 million token context window, which is just insane. Yeah, you heard me right. 12 million token context window. Instead of processing every possible word relationship with traditional transformers, this is a new model that focuses only on the ones that actually matter, cutting out massive amounts of wasted compute, as well as taking out the clutter. And the results are up to 52 times faster than the flash attention architecture at 1 million tokens. It is greater than 5% of the cost of models like Claude Opus, nearly 1,000 times less compute. This isn't just an incremental upgrade, it is a completely new way to scale large language models. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you are looking to get access, you can request early access through their website. Next, on the OpenAI side, GPT 5.5 Instant is now starting to roll out in ChatGPT. And this is a pretty massive new upgrade, which delivers smarter, clearer, and more personalized responses with a much more natural tone. It is, more importantly, accessible and depicable with stronger improvements in factual accuracy. It is especially high in different stake areas like medicine, law, and finance. And it can also be better at everyday tasks from analyzing images to answering STEM questions to knowing web search whenever it's actually needed. So, overall, it's not just faster, it's a much more reliable, well rounded model. On the Anthropic side, things got very real for finance, and they essentially just automated first year analyst roles at every bank because they released a full suite of Claude agent templates covering pitch builders, meeting preparers, earning reviewers, model builders, market research, valuation reviewers, and much more. These are all installed through Claude Code or deployed as managed agents in production. So instead of analysts grinding through spreadsheets and decks, these workflows can now be fully automated end to end. But what's remarkable about this is that it is an AI that is a full on digital workforce. With Anthropic's packaging system with these templates, you can essentially have it so that you're replacing every entire layer of repetitive structured work as a financial analyst. These are the exact same tasks that are traditionally trained for junior talent on Wall Street or many other banks, and it could be now executed instantly at scale and running 24/7 through systems like Claude Code. So the real impact isn't just efficiency, it is a complete restructuring of how financial teams operate. Remember Gemma 4? Well, it just got even faster because Google came out with a new upgrade for it. And this is where they have introduced multi token prediction drafters. And this essentially makes the model generate multiple tokens at once during inference. And this leads to up to 3 times faster speeds. You have zero quality loss in outputs. Now, what's remarkable is that this model is still under the Apache 2.0 license while still being much faster and delivering crazy results. And if you haven't seen my video on Gemma 4, I highly recommend that you do so because this model is truly insane. Google AI Studio now has integrated Nano Banana to automatically generate custom image assets, and this is something that could be added into your app as it's being built. On top of that, they redesigned the edit tool, which gives you a full visual control, letting you update components, annotate your app, and swap assets in real time. So you're not just coding first anymore because it is now becoming a fully visual AI powered dev environment. Gosh, another Google update. But this is where NotebookLM has mind maps that are getting a serious glow up or an update, which is where it includes customization, where you can guide your map with specific prompts. You can have it organized easily by renaming and sharing your maps. You also have smoother navigation with seamless transitions between nodes. So, this is turning it into a much more interactive way to think, plan, and explore ideas with their mind map feature. Another interesting update is from another Google tool called Pomelli, and this is where they have introduced catalogs. It lets you upload your product or services, and then you can automatically generate personalized marketing campaigns along with high quality AI photo shoots tailored to your brand. And the craziest part is, this is a tool that is still completely free and available globally. Lastly, Perplexity was trying to steal the thunder from Claude as they're making a serious move into finance with the launch of their Perplexity Computer Finance Agent. And this is where you can essentially use this new computer agent that is going to be plugged into licensed data from providers like Morningstar, PitchBook. You also have Carbon Arc and many others. And overall, this is going to bring real high quality financial data directly into your AI workflow. On top of that, they have added 35 dedicated finance workflows covering the repetitive task analysts do every week. So this isn't just another AI tool. They're trying to make this into another function like a financial operating system that is powered by Perplexity Computer. And obviously, this sounds like they're just trying to compete with Claude, but it looks like Claude always is going to have the upper hand on Perplexity. And just for fun, here's a video of a new Boston Dynamic robot dancing better than most humans could, including myself. And I can't even lie, this robot definitely dances way better than me. If you like this video and would love to support the channel, you can consider donating to my channel through the super thanks option below. Or you can consider joining our private Discord where you can access multiple subscriptions to different AI tools for free on a monthly basis, plus daily AI news and exclusive content, plus a lot more. But that's about it, guys, for today's video on whatever is happening in the world of AI. We should be seeing new model drops probably later in May, obviously closer to the Google I/O conference. Maybe we see Gemini 3.2 flash earlier before the conference. And I really, really hope that we potentially see a new flagship model from Gemini. But with that thought, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and got some sort of value. I'll leave all these links in the description below. Make sure you go ahead and take a look at our second channel, join the newsletter, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and please take a look at our previous videos so that you can stay up to date with the latest AI news. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys really shortly. Peace out, fellas.